Enjoy.
For dinner. Good morning. I'm starting my morning off with some kefir. I'm gonna drink the last of it, and then I'm going to make yogurt. Good morning. Welcome back to a new week of eating protein with every single meal. Apologies for the TV in the background. It's super early in the morning and it's raining, and all I wanted was just create cozy vibes, so I have friends playing in the background. But anyways, I'm starting my morning off with my usual morning latte. I drink maybe like half a cup's worth of my kefir by Alexander. It's so good. I just wanted to finish it, so I drank whatever was in there. And of course I have my 200 grams of Greek yogurt, the Stonyfield one. I love that one. It tastes like sour cream to me and it's so good. I put bee pollen and honey in here. So this is going to be my breakfast, and then we shall obviously have our usual second breakfast. I cannot believe that we are already in week 4. I just uploaded week 2 and it was crazy. My protein intake was very good. I think one of the days I reached 180 grams of protein, and I was just talking about how good I have been feeling for the last couple of weeks. My energy levels have been so good. My appetite levels have been so much more regulated than usual. I'm not snacking before bed. I'm eating to satisfaction, to satiety, and I'm just feeling incredible. My gym sessions have been amazing. My recovery is so much better than usual, and on top of that I have been training legs 3 times a week due to an injury, and I thought that would be a problem, but I think because I'm eating so well, I just feel like everything is just like falling into place, and I'm just feeling really good. So I'm excited to see what week 4 brings, and I'm excited to take you along, and yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, we're having a late breakfast, or second breakfast. I'm having the last of my Emilu chicken links, which is kind of freaking me out. What am I gonna have tomorrow? But I've got 8 of them here. 2 boiled eggs and some sauerkraut. Bon appetit. I just finished my meal. Honestly, it was very satiating. I had just 2 more sausages than I typically have. I'm going to have this David bar. I bought 2 from the gym, 1 for today and 1 for tomorrow, since I'm gonna be at work all day tomorrow. But this obviously has 20 grams of protein. It's delicious. It really is. That breakfast that I had was so like I said, hearty, that I'm just like not in the mood for anything except for something sweet. I'm just gonna eat this, and then honestly I'll probably be done for the day in terms of protein. I doubt that I'm gonna want anything when I get home from work, because I feel like I'll be there for a while, but we'll see. I just hate when they're squashed. I put these in the fridge and they literally, whoa, taste like a candy bar. Cheers. I'm about to head to work, and actually I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna have one of these Pillars drinkable yogurts, because I put in my protein for the day and I think I'm at like 80 something, and we just can't have that. I think I was at 86. I don't know if I counted my milk or not for my latte. I don't remember. So whatever, regardless, I'd rather be over than under. I just came home. I checked my app and I'm 100% PMSing. I have officially entered my luteal phase, I think a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago. Makes sense why I'm starving. Regardless, I'm about to shower, do my skincare. I'm gonna make myself some tea and take all my supplements and hopefully have incredible sleep. So praying for a good night of rest and hoping that I wake up tomorrow feeling very rejuvenated, but I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is day 2 of week 4. I don't know why, but yesterday all I kept thinking about was that for the first 3 weeks, all I basically showed you was the exact same breakfast, both breakfasts, like my Greek yogurt bowl and my second meal of the day. It was the exact same, and it kind of bothers me because I feel like I should have created some variety for you guys for some inspo and whatnot, but I plan to make up for that by creating some meal inspo videos within the next couple of weeks that are high protein, so stay tuned for that. Honestly, I don't think my actual first breakfast is ever going to change. Like, I'm so obsessed with having my Greek yogurt first thing in the morning. However, my second meal of the day definitely will change. Today we will meal prep and I'll show you my ground bison and what I do whenever I prep it for myself. but I'll probably make a nice big batch and have that for the next couple of days. That's kind of why the meals always look the same, just because I'm eating leftovers. And those Amy Lou breakfast links really lasted me like 3 weeks, so they were definitely a good way to get your protein in. But anyways, it is 5:15. I'm gonna make my coffee and my yogurt, and I'm so excited. I was planning on doing meal prep today, but unfortunately I came back from the gym and I just literally have no time. So what I was gonna do is have Middle Eastern beef kebabs, which only take like 8-ish minutes in the air fryer, and I was gonna make some soft boiled eggs. I put the eggs in once the water started boiling, and I took the Middle Eastern kebabs out of the air fryer at the same time, and unfortunately I must have somehow turned off the stove because my eggs are not cooked at all. Like the whites of them are runny. So I quickly, and I didn't realize that until like a minute or so after the beeper went off, so I quickly put them back on. Whatever, my point is that I ruined my 2 soft-boiled eggs. I don't have any time to make anything else because I have to go to work. So I'm gonna just have 2 Middle Eastern beef kebabs with some sauerkraut. All right, we're gonna try to save this meal. But yeah, sauerkraut, Middle Eastern beef kebabs. It's 19 grams of protein, ketchup, and I'm taking this David bar with me to work. And honestly, I'm just gonna have a few spoonfuls of my yogurt. There's less than a serving left in here, so I'll probably just eat this whole thing. I'm so upset because I was so looking forward to the eggs, but it is what it is. Life happens. We gotta roll with the punches. I'm absolutely starving. These Middle Eastern kebabs are a lifesaver. I highly recommend you buy them. Having a dip. I forgot what it's feta with yogurt and this delicious salad. What are these called? Smelts?
Yeah. Hamsi.
Yum. This is pork sausage with lemon. I have a very, very fun grocery haul. Starting off with something I would not normally get, but I wanted something salty. So we've got Lesser Evil, essentially, what are they called? Cheetos? These are the crunchy Cheezmos, cowboy cheddar flavor. I'm excited. I've never had them, but I like this brand because they're made with clean ingredients. Got 2 yogurts, a sheep's milk yogurt that Mihai is gonna have right now. I got myself a mango passion fruit Siggies. Dinner was wonderful, but I just feel like I could use a little bit of extra protein. So salted, is it salted? No, it's just burnt. Burnt caramel dark chocolate. This is one of my favorite sweet treats. I guess this haul is kind of like focused on sweet treats, honestly. I did get some cream cheese. Tomorrow, I'm planning on making stuffed peppers for dinner. So I got an onion. I have bell peppers in the fridge, and I have ground bison in the fridge. So we'll do that. Bananas. These are gonna go in the fridge. Semi-sweet dark chocolate or baking chips. For baking, I really have been craving my pumpkin chocolate chunk cookies, or chip cookies. So I needed these. I love buying that big pound bar from Trader Joe's, and I feel like I need to get that for baking, but I love having chips on hand as well. I have never had the protein birch benders before, but there are no bad ingredients, and I figured we'd try it out. It's 15 grams of protein, which is not too shabby. So got that. I love, love, love Alexander kefir. So good, especially at the end of the day, like before you go to bed, just drinking this. That's literally what I do. In the morning, I'll have a few sips. In the evening, I'll have a few sips. I got 2 different yogurts today just because I absolutely hate running out. I got the organic Nancy's probiotic Greek yogurt, which I love. This is 20 grams of protein per serving. And then I also got the Stonyfield organic Greek yogurt, which is 16 grams of protein per serving. Some eggs. We got the Pete and Jerry's organic eggs. They did not have my newborn ones. Honestly, I'm curious how these are gonna be. Last but not least, I'm so beyond excited about this. I've been looking, oh, first and foremost, I needed milk. My Whole Foods did not have milk, so Mihai's gonna go on an adventure tomorrow to look for my Alexander milk. But anyways, I have been dying to try out these Alex Culture Cups. Literally dying. I've seen them all over social media. They're both grass-fed. This one is dark chocolate and honeycomb. This one is chocolate covered strawberry. So I feel like they're both gonna be absolutely delicious. Perfect dessert to end the night. Ending the night off with a tall glass of kefir. I love this kefir. It's so, so good. 10 grams of protein. Good morning. It is Thursday. I'm about to make breakfast. I will meal prep today since I didn't have time. Yes, I forgot to take the bison out. Oh man. Okay. So I forgot to take my ground bison out for meal prep out of the freezer because I have some ground bison that I'm going to use that's in the fridge for dinner tonight. We're going to make stuffed peppers, and I'm going to make some apple and sage chicken meatballs. That is the plan. I'm excited to film that recipe because I think it's going to be absolutely delicious.
And not follow what everybody else, ever take advice and let him can be a maze cut from me. Did not want to go real spiritual.
I just came back home. It is 10:30. I did the gym. Obviously had my kind of like lower impact upper body session. I'm about to make breakfast. I don't really have any like meat to have for breakfast right now, which I really don't like. Not breakfast, I guess this is my second breakfast. I always like to have some kind of like either beef or chicken or like something, or even fish sometimes for my second meal, just because it satiates me and keeps me full much longer. But I don't have the time to meal prep anything, so I'm going to have some boiled eggs and I'm going to drink some kefir. And I might just have a little bit of extra yogurt if I'm in the mood, but we'll see. I have an appointment that I need to get to and some errands that I need to run, so kind of feel like I'm already limited on time. Here's what I'm having. I'm having my soft boiled eggs. I did end up making them correctly this time, but they are a little bit more like hard boiled as opposed to soft. A little harder than I like, if that makes sense. I'm having some sauerkraut because typically when I have a little bit more fat in one sitting than usual, I start to feel a little bit nauseous. So I always like to offset it with some fermented goods like kimchi or sauerkraut. And I'm having another latte. So roughly like 22-ish grams of protein here. Not my favorite kind of breakfast to have, but it is what it is. We'll make sure to have extra protein later. I just came home from running all of my errands and from my appointment, and I still have so much that I need to do, so I really don't have time to make any food. I'm just gonna have some Greek yogurt. Honestly, this just sounds delicious. It's actually pretty hot outside for it being the middle of October, so this is like nice and cold and I'm kind of sweaty, and I feel like this will be satisfying my craving. And not just that, but we're gonna get in like 20-ish grams of protein, so can't complain. All right, just to add a little bit of novelty, I added some frozen berries and the usual honey, of course. And by the way, I just got my nails done. If you're wondering why they look different, it is the same day, and yeah, I just got them done. But anyways, gonna eat this and then get to work.
It's such a big part of Utah culture. It's such a big part of LGBT.
Or how they got started, and a lot of comparison and cluster of social work.
I made these apple and sage chicken meatballs as a little appetizer, and they turned out so well. I'm absolutely obsessed. I've been snacking on these, but we're gonna have them as an appetizer for dinner. All right, official high protein dinner tonight. We've got our apple and sage chicken meatballs and our stuffed pepper. Bon appetit.
Didn't feel like enjoyed your life because, amen? Not out of anger.
I'm back from the gym. I'm going to have kind of a busy day, so I'm just going to have some of these Middle Eastern kebabs for my like breakfast slash lunch situation. I'll probably just pop like 3 or 4 of these into my air fryer. Yeah, I'll just do 4, and I'll have these with some sauerkraut. Bon appetit. I just showered, did some laundry, cleaned the house. Actually did like a deep clean of the house. I just washed some grapes, so I'm snacking on these. That's not what I wanted to share. I'm gonna have a protein shake just because I had those Middle Eastern kebabs. I had a latte this morning. I had my Greek yogurt bowl. Definitely like low on protein for the day. Plus we're gonna go out to dinner, and I just feel like whenever you go out to eat, obviously you don't have a substantial amount of protein. So we're gonna do a protein shake, and we're also gonna do one of my Restore drinks from the Absorption Company. Just want to make sure that I am properly recovered for tomorrow because I had a pretty good workout today, and I sweated a lot because I did kind of like an intense, not super intense cardio session, but I put it on a very high level for a few minutes. So my favorites, going to do my unflavored. I'm going to fill up my Absorption drink with cold water. 2 scoops. Cheers to the gains, or I guess for the gains. Cheers.
I thought like okay, so let's
Today I'm having Nancy's, which I used to get all the time before, but I haven't had it in a while. This is 20 grams of protein per serving, so it's a little bit extra protein, which I really like. All right, breakfast is served. I'm having an Americano today because I'm out of milk and my usual Greek yogurt bowl. I just came home from the gym. I stopped by the store and I got some turkey bacon, and I'm going to have some kefir, and I'll probably honestly end up having a protein shake just because the only thing that I'm craving is meat and I just want beef. But we're going out to a steakhouse for dinner tonight, and if I have some beef right now, I'm not going to be as excited or like interested in having the steak tonight for dinner. I know that sounds dumb, but I don't like to have the same. It just ruins the excitement for me. Does that make any sense? And tonight is gonna be my birthday dinner, so I've just been thinking about the filet that I'm going to get, and my moral of the story is we're having turkey bacon, we're gonna have some kefir, and maybe I might have some yogurt, or I'll just have a protein shake. I am so excited about this turkey bacon. There's an easy 15 grams of protein. Bon appetit. Making the Restore drinks for us. Whoa. I love it. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, you enjoy.
thank you.
Thank you. I haven't been filming very much today just because honestly I have barely had any protein. I actually haven't had any protein at all. This is not a typical day for me by any means. This morning Mihai took me out for coffee and pastries. I mean, I had like half of a ham and cheese croissant, but I did not want to show you that because obviously there's not very much protein in that. I have not been hungry since our pastries. I had a chocolate croissant, half of the ham and cheese, and then we split this delicious maple pecan roll, and it was so good. And I just had a latte or a cappuccino there. So that was that. For dinner though, we are gonna have a very high protein dinner just because obviously I'm well aware that we didn't eat much protein throughout the day. We're going to have a mackerel dip, and we got 2 cans of mackerel. Super good, very high protein. And then we're also going to do burger sliders and sausage on the side as well. So it's going to be a really, really hefty meal, and honestly I'm just kind of saving my appetite for that. So we'll do a protein shake. Yesterday dinner was absolutely fantastic. I had a filet, and well, we kind of like split everything because we had a skirt steak and a filet we just shared. But for an appetizer we had these delicious salmon cones that they were probably one of the best things that I've ever eaten in my entire life. And I don't even like raw salmon. I prefer, like, I'm very particular about any kind of like sushi or raw fish that I have, but it was just so, oh, it was so delicious. So definitely had a high protein dinner there with the filet and the skirt steak. 2 scoops. Cheers. Alright, Mihai is making his infamous mackerel dip. We're doing 2 jars or cans just to have a nice hefty amount. We're using Wild Planet, which is our favorite. So usually Mihai does Greek yogurt and mayo and mustard, but today we're also gonna add some sour cream, and then he does salt, pepper, and chives.
Yeah.
Usually green onion, but we're gonna do chives.
Yeah, you can.
Mihai's famous trout slash mackerel dip is ready. It's the best dip that I've ever had in my life. Bon appetit. Dinner is served. Good morning, happy Monday. It is October 20th and we are going to be finishing week 4 of our protein challenge today. I snoozed this morning. It's 5:40, so I did snooze, and I just feel like I'm being very slow this morning. So I'm not gonna eat breakfast just because I don't want to rush myself. I'm gonna go to the gym in like 40 or so minutes, so I'm just gonna make a coffee. I'm gonna journal, do my Bible study and whatnot, and then we'll have our first official breakfast when I come home.
Became a workaholic. I thought, well, then maybe you'll be accepted. It is not God's will for us and the power. So John chapter 6, verse 28, well, for each of us every day. And he
Post-workout shake. I'm currently prepping some meal prep for myself. Well, not so much meal prep. I'll probably have half of this today and then the other half tomorrow, but this is just some ground bison with my usual Mediterranean seasonings, and I'll have this for breakfast. Alright, I just finished making my meal. I've got half of a package of the ground bison left for tomorrow, and then I'm having the other half right now. I topped it off with some Greek yogurt and some feta cheese, and I'm going to put some ketchup on top. So first meal of the day. Bon appetit. Okay, it's 2 o'clock and I'm making myself lunch. I am making a massive yogurt bowl. This is roughly 30 grams of protein in this bowl, and I'm adding some granola and just some fruit. This is the granola that I'm using. It's so good, and there are no seed oils. And there you have it. The most perfect yogurt bowl in all the land. Bon appetit. I'm going to make one of my bare bones protein drinks. I love this flavor. It's so good.
For wide is the effort, but the gate is never in heaven.
Bon appetit. Alright guys, that is going to be concluding my 30-day high protein challenge. I honestly feel like this challenge did a couple of things for me. One, it really shed a huge spotlight on the fact that I was not getting in a good amount of protein every single day like I thought that I was. I feel like oftentimes when you track, you subconsciously know that you have to reach a certain number, so it's so much easier to actually reach that number, as opposed to the days that I'm not tracking. In my mind, I'm like, I'm good. Of course I reached my protein goal, everything is good. Over the last couple of days that I have not been vlogging all of my protein, I have been making an active effort into actually getting in over 100 grams of protein, because since I've done it for 30 days, it's honestly kind of hard to shake that habit off now, and I'm loving it. I'm feeling so much better in my body. I feel like my energy levels have definitely gone up, and I just feel like overall my body composition has definitely improved, even though it's only been a couple of weeks. I'm going to continue down this path. I just feel so much better, and I feel like I'm actually getting in all of my macronutrients by prioritizing my protein intake. I hope you guys got some inspiration out of this. I feel like doing these kind of challenges is really fun for me, but also it's really fun to share them. I think there were a lot of days where I exceeded exceeded that, and that is another thing that I was like, I did not realize that there were days where I was going so ham on my protein, and it just made me think, okay, if I am getting in almost 200 grams of protein, I can't imagine how many grams of carbs and fats I'm also consuming on those days, because there were some days where it was really easy to hit an overabundance of protein. So it just makes me think that, of course, if I'm hitting an overabundance of protein, I'm probably overdoing it with my carbs and fats on some days, which just makes me feel like I should be a little bit wary of that, because obviously my goal is not weight gain. In the next couple of weeks, I am going to try to put on a little bit of muscle, so I think that making sure that I am overdoing it slightly on the protein, just slightly, nothing crazy, is going to benefit me in a really positive way. If you're going to be exceeding your protein, I feel like you should be strategic about it and maybe switch up your workout plan and optimize it in a way that you can utilize the protein that you're consuming, so that way you end up putting on a little bit of muscle as well, which is basically what I'm going to be trying to do. Anyways, I just wanted to wrap this video up. If you guys like this challenge, please let me know. Comment down below what you liked about it. I really want to make more videos like this. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.